Welcome back to the weekly news roundup. This is the business edition. These are recorded live Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can come along and catch the show live or just watch these short little clips. Don't mind the fuzzy snake. I got a cat on the desk. All right, so today, if you would like to help support the channel, you can head on over to either Patreon, patreon.com/Tom M. For some reason, if you search for me, you will not find me. TOMM is my Patreon. I also have my own personal one called Think Life Media. Think Life Media is, again, my own personal support channel. We have some logins, some things back there, and we will be working on upgrading the site. We've had some issues with the site not renewing the membership when your renewal comes through, which I've been manually adjusting those. If you happen to notice those when you're on Think Life Media, just let me know and I will double check it and make sure you're up to date. I also will be turning on the YouTube channel join sections soon, probably over the break here, so keep an eye out for that. So with that, let's jump on in. First, we have an update on the .org situation because everybody thought that this was a done deal, but ICANN stepped up and said, no, hold on, wait, what? And ICANN actually has a little bit of power here. So apparently there are some rules about what can go on with the .org, and ICANN can indeed block this sale if certain requirements are not met. And so because of a lot of public commentary regarding this Ethos Capital, a private equity firm purchasing the .org TLD, then ICANN actually stepped in and looked into this, and there actually is a approval that is needed for ICANN. And so ICANN has requested information, and it basically boils down to if equity capital does not provide transparency and some other information, then ICANN can block the sale and prevent it from going on. Now, they don't have full final approval. It's just if certain things are not met, and we need to see those documentation before they can make that determination. So with all that being said, though, if the sale does end up going through and you control a .org domain name, you are probably going to want to go through there and buy up as much as you can. As of right now, you can buy up to 10 years on a .org domain name, and you can do that from your current registrar. So with that as the ICANN update, let's jump on over to this. How would you guys like to have a subscription service that you still have to pay to use the service? Well, that's an interesting thing that Lime is doing. So what this boils down to is when you're using a Lime scooter, there is an unlock fee and then there is a usage fee. So you can pay a subscription fee, which waives the unlock fee. So you basically pay the subscription, you get to unlock it for free, but you still have to pay to use the scooter itself. What type of guy thought this up? Guys, we've got to figure out how to pull this off. I got it. Let's go in here and let's do a subscription service, but they still have to pay. It's the subscription service just gives them a little bit of discount because it's one of the fees they don't have to pay. Sounds awesome, man. Let's just do it. So that's what they did. So this is the Live Pass. It costs $5 per week, and it unlocks, basically the unlock fee is $1. So if you're using the scooter more than 5 times a week, then it might actually be worth paying this subscription fee. If you're not using it 5 times a week, it's not worth it. And I have to question your sanity if you feel the necessity to buy a scooter that you have to pay over $5 or $10 or $15 or $20 a week to ride around. Guys, in 1 month, realize you can go to Walmart and buy a scooter. All right? We don't need all these fancy, dancy little scooters. You can even get a little scooter that folds up into a nice little handle and fits in your backpack. I know it's not trendy. It's not Silicon Valley. It's not cool. It doesn't make you look like a little... I'm not going to complete that sentence. But it's a scooter, and it accomplishes the task, and it's going to be a whole lot cheaper than paying $5 a week a subscription fee on top of paying the usage fees. For the love. Oh, man, what are these people doing? And then, of course, you get these things and running all over the place. This is the second or third week in a row, I think, that we've had this. We've had scooters. Do we need to do a little chain? How many weeks in a row did we talk about each individual type of subject? That's crazy, though. That's insanity. Oh, boy. Google rolls out Chrome 79 on Android, and the bug wipes out user data. This was catastrophic. It wasn't that, hey, it wiped out your Chrome data. So what happens is if you have an Android that's relying on Chrome as the back-end architecture, the Chrome browser itself is used by a lot of different apps in order to store data. With Chrome 79, they changed the location of the data, and the data wasn't migrated properly, and so apps were looking for the data in the old places. Now, this caused some, I mean, it's one thing if your scores for Candy Crush disappear, but it's another thing altogether when you're using, professional business applications and all of a sudden your data's gone. And then the companies go through, do some type of fix, start using the data for a week, and now they want to roll it back, and it's going to get rid of the current week. So it's really no good solution one way or the other. So yes, the lack of quality control caused Google Chrome to roll out 79 and completely decimate a whole ton of Android apps. This is why I don't use Google services. App devs have called it a catastrophe, and it is. If you read through this, very, very bad situation on this one. But anyway, that's that. All right, Amazon bans third-party merchants from shipping with FedEx. Wow. I can smell an antitrust. Do you smell antitrust coming? Oh, smells like a lawsuit. I see a six-figure payout in the future. So if you're a third-party seller on Amazon, you got a letter saying you can't use FedEx anymore to sell your inventory on our platform. That's a little out of Amazon's scope. Now, it did not deal with everybody. It was just in fulfilling Prime membership orders. Prime membership orders could not be fulfilled. Why? Amazon's like, well, they don't have the quality that we need. Really? Are you going to play that game? No, they just didn't want to bend over to your prices. That's what they didn't want to do. And so you went whining and decided to put pressure. I got news for you. I've never had a problem with FedEx. I have had problems with UPS and Amazon's crappy proprietary delivery service who leaves $600 of computer parts on an open walkway in front of the entire apartment complex without so much as knocking on my door. UPS one day, I'm sending something to my post office box, which they have a thing called SurePost. Something was messed up. UPS looks at it and says, well, we don't want to deliver to a post office box. They went on to some other guy with my name on the internet and sent the package there instead. I'll take FedEx, thank you, Amazon. So, but anyway, yeah, so Amazon just sent a letter out. Let's see if I had a copy of this. They obtained a copy of the message. Wall Street Journal obtained a copy of the message Amazon sent to its third-party vendors Sunday night explaining the prohibition. Starting this week, marketplace vendors offering Prime shipments are not allowed to use FedEx Ground or Home services. The ban will persist until the delivery performance of these ship methods improves. Yeah, right. FedEx is probably the best shipping company out there. Definitely better than UPS, definitely better than Amazon's crap. But they just got butthurt because FedEx wouldn't bow to their every need, and so they decided to ban them. And yes, this is going to be an antitrust. I can smell it already. Third-party resellers account for 58% of Amazon's retail activity in 2018. Company CEO Jeff Bezos said earlier this year and sold a cumulative $160 billion worth of goods. The vendor marketplace is on track to be at least as large as the share of Amazon's retail business in 2019. FedEx ended its domestic contract with Amazon in August in part due to that in-house business. High-volume shippers such as Amazon are developing and implementing in-house delivery capabilities and utilizing independent contractors for deliveries and may be considered competitors. Yep. That is the case. So that's what's going on over there in the Amazon world. Let me know your thoughts about this or any of the crazy articles in the comments down below.